Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this Tuesday morning. We're wrapping up July right away. You believe Thursday's going to be the first day of August. And I know, I don't want to say, but school's starting back for a lot of people, but we're not even going there. Listen, today's weather's going to be nice. It's brought to us by, the weather's not brought to us by Haney Technical Center. Our report is right there at Haney on 77 and Baldwin. Looking, again, hot day. 92 is going to be the high, 79 below. Water temperature now is 87.3 degrees right off our buoy, right outside the pass, 87.3. Look at our river reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. Take it outside with Mountain Dew. I know it's they really taste good in the afternoon when it's so hot. Our river readings looks pretty good. The Apalachicola Bluntstown, pretty steady. It's at a 4.5. The river's in good shape, but you just got to go fish early because it's going to get hot on you. The Choctahatchee at Careville at a 1.8. And it's steady too. Both rivers are real steady today. Next couple of days looks like. Our marine forecast is going to be south-southwest before we close out. Let's do our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Today is July the 30th, and we're looking at a really strong tide today. We have a high tide this morning at 8:13. Then it's going to start going out. Be low tide tonight at 7:33. So early in the morning now, today and tomorrow, be really good fishing. All right. We have a very special guest here in the studio, so we're going to take our break and come back and meet the young lady. Welcome back, folks, and welcome to our special guest this morning, Miss Carrie Flowers. Welcome.
Thank you.
His big smile and all. We've been trying to get her on the show, about 2 months ago, but we got you on here.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here.
Carrie's got a fascinating story, and it's going to inspire. It's inspired me. I know it's going to inspire you. So. Well, tell the folks you're a local girl, and just tell your story, okay? To get started with it.
Okay, I'm from Liberty County, Bristol, Florida, so not far from Panama City. And back in 2005, I was in a car accident, and it left me paralyzed. I was in Bluntstown driving a sharp curve, and I hit the guardrail and overcorrected. So I was life flighted to TMH in Tallahassee. And I was in ICU for a week, and then I was on the regular orthopedic floor for a week. They transferred me to Atlanta, where I was there for 3 weeks.
Was this a Shepherd Center?
Atlanta, okay. Shepherd. And they had originally told me that I wouldn't be able to make it back for my graduation because this was all like a month before I graduated. So I had told them, what do I need to do to get there? And they, I had 3 weeks. And then they let me leave. We got there on graduation day, so I made it to my high school graduation. And then I went back and I lived there for 3 weeks in apartments that they had, so that way I could learn to live like on my own and whatnot. And so I was there for 3 weeks, and then whenever I went home, I think it was July, that I learned I had to go down to Gainesville, and I started driving. I learned how to use my hand controls because I have hand controls that connect to the pedals. And so I did that down there, and then I started TCC that fall semester. So it was pretty
wow,
quick.
That didn't slow you down.
Yeah, at all.
I mean, so you're in a wheelchair. You learn all this stuff, how to get in and out of a car and how to drive with hand. And the accident happened a couple weeks before graduation, and then you started in college on time.
On time, I rode to school with my friends because it took me a long time to learn how to get my chair in and out, so I carpooled and I had a lot of their help, but I went.
And so you finished at TCC, went on to Florida State. What did you get a degree in?
Environmental studies. So
environmental studies.
And geography, minored in geography.
So you know a little bit about science and our environment.
Yep.
And if we have time, we're going to get to that.
Yep.
But we're going to tell her story and all. So then after college, what happened?
After college, I ended up, I began teaching in Bristol, Florida at Toller. And so I started in 5th grade. I started my 5th grade science, and then the next year I did 6th grade, and I taught 2 years 6th grade. And then they moved me up to 7th and 8th grade teaching. And I think it was my 2nd year there, I started basketball coaching. So I did basketball there, and then after my 4th year is whenever I moved to Texas. So I moved to Texas, and then I've been there for 4 years, and I coach volleyball and basketball there currently. so to middle school.
And you're teaching?
And 7th, and this year I'm teaching 7th and 8th grade, but in Texas I've also taught 6th and 7th previously.
Yeah.
So.
And we were talking about this off air and all, and your mother is a teacher.
Yeah, she's a librarian now. She used to be a teacher, but she's been a librarian for about the past 20 years, maybe.
At Liberty County High School?
Yeah, Liberty County High School.
Okay. And so this has been fascinating. So we've been sharing some teaching stories, and we all have this same distaste of the month of August. When August gets here, all the teachers are going back to school, and so I understand. Well, this inspiration, we're going to look at a couple of pictures, and we got a good set of pictures that Carrie sent us. But let's start from the beginning. This was actually the accident. This is the car you were in. So tell us about
the GMC Jimmy is what I was driving, and the car, the door ripped off, as you can see, and I flew out because I was not wearing a seatbelt.
You don't have a seatbelt on, but at the time we you and I talked about the details, and you might have had a brain injury if you had a seatbelt on.
Yeah, by the way, it was smushed, so.
So the Lord works in mysterious ways sometimes, right? So you got thrown out, and then you got this picture here. Where is this?
That was in the ICU. Actually, that was the first time they had me sitting in a chair. That was the first time I moved out of the bed.
And so, you already got a big smile on your face. You know, that's when I looked at this picture, I saw the car, then I saw this, and first thing I saw was your smile. And that shows your optimism and your attitude and all. I know it was a tragedy, but here you are. What kind of books are those?
My aunt, I can't remember where she had went, but she went on a really cool vacation maybe to like Hawaii, England. I can't remember. It was somewhere really cool, and I was looking at her pictures, vacation pictures.
That's cool. And so now you're at the beach. I mean, you're all set up now. That's cool. You were just rolling away. Is this Panama City Beach or Texas?
That was St. George Island, actually.
St. George Island?
Yeah, we just went there.
We know this. Okay, let's look at now here.
That was Chipola River.
Chipola River.
That's my sister behind me that's giving me the bunny ears, and my aunt and my niece. And that's all you can see in there. But my sister, she lives in California, so whenever she comes home, we try to do a yearly float the river thing.
So let's get this right now. You're in Texas, and your sister's in California. Your mom probably wants y'all to get a little bit closer back to home. And you have a brother.
Yes, he's in Mariana still.
Okay, very good. All right, we're going to take a quick break, come back and look at some more of these pictures. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here this morning with Miss Carrie Flowers. Now she's a school teacher out in Texas and taught here locally, and has gone through something that's been really tough. But the first thing I noticed about her when I met her was her smile, which your smile comes from the heart. It reflects the attitude and all, and you've done well.
Thank you.
We got some more pictures. Tell us about this one right here.
Okay, so this chair here, my friend Ben Huntsinger, he makes these. His company is called Spartan Wheel Chariots, I think, if I said that right.
Okay.
But he makes these himself, and with outdoor equipment for anything for, people with handicaps like wheelchairs, like the wheelchair that I'm currently in, you can't see it, but it's like a $4,000 wheelchair.
Did he make this one? Or this
No, this is one he did not make. But outdoor chairs are just as expensive, if not more expensive. Like if you want to get the bike thing, you're looking at $6,000. Yeah. So he actually makes these for $500, which is awesome. He makes them on his own. I went there yesterday, and I got him to change some stuff on mine because it wasn't like exactly how I wanted it.
Customize.
So he changed it a little bit for me, and he custom makes them all. You like give him the seat size and the cushion size that you're in, and then he does it for you, and you can pick your color and all that. So I call it my monster truck chair. I like it. You can go over like anything. And I actually took it on the beach. The one picture that was on the beach, that was like the harder sand, but I actually went through the soft sand in it. It was hard. It was a struggle, but I made it.
That is so cool. Now, where's he located?
He is located in Cairo, Georgia.
In Cairo. So that's not that far.
Not far.
We'll have to get him to come on the show one day.
Yes.
To talk about this.
Yes. He's awesome.
That's cool. Okay, how about this picture?
This one is in California. We were in, it's called Trinidad. It's like a coastal thing, and this was actually really cool. My sister had said, she was like, it's handicap accessible, we'll go. It ended up not being, so thankfully my brother-in-law was there because they had to kind of pull me and do some stuff, but this was really cool. And
that's a great picture.
We went through some areas that were like completely covered, and it was cool. And that shirt that I have on is actually a SOAR shirt. It's Brian Swift. He's the founder of SOAR, and it's Swift Outdoor Accessible Recreation.
Okay.
And he's actually given me, like, through his company, it's a nonprofit program. He's up in Illinois, I think. I don't know.
Up there somewhere.
Yeah, it's up north. But it's nonprofit, and he gives people things to help them access the outdoors. So there's actually this thing called a free will. And I remember he had asked me, he was like, would you like a free will? And I was like, you're going to give me one free will? But it's actually a thing. It's one wheel, and it goes to the front of your wheelchair.
Okay.
And it takes your little casters off the ground. And so you're on 3 wheels.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an outdoor thing. So he was able to give me that and a GoPro to record stuff.
Yeah.
So that's a
you
cool
have videos
company.
and all.
Yeah.
Okay. What about this one?
And then this is when me and Mom did a road trip to see my sister in California last winter.
Hey, tell me this. How'd your sister end up in California all the way from Bristol?
Well, she went to Atlanta, to Colorado, and then now California.
She kept going away. Don't let her move anymore.
Her husband's a pharmacist, so he got a job over there. So,
all right.
yeah. So we road tripped, and I wanted to camp all the way there. This was our first night we did it, though, and it was the only night because it was really cold, because it was wintertime. We were going up north, and I didn't think about that. But, yeah, this was in New Mexico.
New Mexico,
So,
wow.
yeah. That one is in Hawaii. Me and Mom were on a helicopter, and we were over the Big Island, and it was like a 3-hour flight. I think it was the longest flight they offered, but we went over the whole entire island because I'm a teacher and I teach about this stuff.
Yes.
So I was like, I've got to see it, you know.
So that was
So I
cool
flew
then.
over it.
3 hours up there.
So it was it may have been 2, but it was, and so in that picture is where the lava is, and the lava flow was.
So you seen it
around
firsthand, so when you tell your students, you
I
say,
know
okay,
about it.
and then
Yeah.
show the pictures and all.
there. Yeah, and I got all my pictures.
That's cool.
And then that's me and Mom.
That's the helicopter.
That's the helicopter. Yep.
On. That's cool. Okay.
Yep, that's it. And that's in California. Again, that was a handicap trail. As you can see, it's paved. So that one was easy for me to do.
That's a lot easier than off-road.
Yeah, that one was better. So yeah, that was a cool trail.
You find in most places pretty accessible, or is some of it?
Most places in, you know, parks and stuff, they're getting better with it. Like the beach, St. George, they had the little track thing that you can roll on.
Yeah.
So a lot of it would have been harder if I had to go all that way through that soft sand, but that makes it a lot better. They have a lot of that going on. And most parks do have at least 1 or 2 trails, so that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Oh.
And that was in California too, Big Redwoods, so that's us all.
That's on my bucket list, and you want to beat me to it.
Yeah,
and
they're cool. They're cool. We went to the one that you drive in the tree or whatever. I was a little bit sad about it though, because I thought it was going to be huge, and then it was like not all cars fit through it, but it was still cool. You know,
That's amazing.
Our car wouldn't fit through it. We were too big. No, we were
I can't believe
an SUV.
it's still alive.
I know, it is.
That's amazing. So that area there, that was in the forest, national forest area.
Yeah, and I think I didn't have my free will on it there, but it was all pine straw and stuff, so I could easily kind of roll on that.
Cool.
In that area. That was Winter Park, Colorado. I only did skiing once, but I think it was stuff like this, you know, that I did one time helped me to go like do my camping stuff on my own. You know, it gave me the ability to do that. But yeah, this was Winter Park. I skied once. They took me on one of the little jumps, and that was cool. So.
Yeah. Y'all can see now why I wanted Carrie to come on the show. I'd heard about her and all, and you can see that the outdoor things that you've done to help you get over this and be a stronger person from it. And over and over again, I see these pictures. I'm just in awe of what you've done. This is just awesome. All right, tell us about this.
That's first camping trip all by myself. That was after
camping by yourself?
Yeah, it's solo camping.
You're camping by yourself in a wheelchair?
Yep.
Okay.
With my dog. My dog was with me.
You got every dog. Okay.
But yeah, that was after I put my tent up and everything, so I'm like wet.
Now, you put this tent up?
Yep, that was the tent that I put up, and that was a little creek behind me. It was raining, so.
I see this tent, I think about, it's hard. I taught camping in my outdoor class, and I put them in groups of like 4 or 5, and my 4 or 5 18-year-old kids struggle to put a tent up.
Yeah.
And here you are putting it up. and by yourself.
Yep, that one's super easy, thankfully. I don't know, I don't think I sent you a picture of another one, but Big Agnes, it's a tent company. They actually sent me an awesome tent. I don't think you got a picture of that one.
Right.
I may can send it to you.
And this is your buddy?
Yep, that's my dog Indy. I've had her for 12 years, so that was inside the tent.
She's 12 years old?
Yep, 12 years.
And I bet she loves being with you.
Yeah, she's not a camper, though. I haven't taken her camping. She, like, stresses out. She has anxiety.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
She like, the first night we were there, I had the door open, and she went and jumped in the car. I was like, no, we got to sleep in the tent. Like, we got to be in the tent. She's an inside dog. She's pampered.
You're going to have to do like a buddy of mine and take her to a dog psychologist.
She needs it.
All right, look, we're going to take a break. A couple more pictures. This could be our final break. We'll be right back with Carrie, okay? Welcome back. Our final segment here on Panhandle Outdoors. Very special show today with a young lady who is just doing awesome after her accident, and we're teaching school now and environmental science, and everything's going good, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. Big old smile on her face. But look, before we get back with Carrie, let's look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers down in Port St. Joe. We're looking at 11:26 to 1:26, right in the middle of the day. And that's going to be outgoing tide. And then tonight, 11:57 to 1:57 in the morning. Let's talk about tomorrow's show. I'm going to have the video. Went to St. Augustine last week and went by the fish bite plant and visited with the family that makes the fish bites. I got a good video talking to them about how they did this and how the history of it. A special trip Gail and I had, and also they gave us a box full of stuff from fish bites to give away. So some lucky viewers tomorrow is going to be getting some fish bite stuff. So that's on tomorrow's show. Well, let's see. That's actually, I take that back. That's going to be Thursday's show. Tomorrow's show is going to be the tournament, Nick's tournament. Got that, Jeff? We don't switch those around. Tomorrow's show is going to be Nick's tournament, and then we're going to do the fish bite stuff later on in the week. The kids tournament out over there in Freeport. I got that straight. I'm so excited about having Carrie on. Tell us about this picture here.
Okay, so that was skydiving. Again, I only did that one time, but hopefully I'll do it again. I want to do it in Hawaii, but we never made it happen. But that was in Nashville. Me and two of my friends went, and it was probably the coolest thing I've ever done. And everybody always says, no, I won't do that. But my way of explaining it is, because everybody thinks that it's so scary, but when you're falling, you're so far away from even the planet, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing close enough to, like, cause you danger, if that makes sense. So you're not scared of dying at all, because nothing's close enough to kill you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's weird. So it's not scary. And so
when you start getting closer to Earth?
But you're going slow then. You're floating. You're floating. So everybody should do it at least once.
Okay.
I have met people that hated it, but I say do it.
Everybody I've talked to, though, just thought it was a thrill.
It's the best thing you could ever do.
Now, where were you here? This was close to where?
That was in Nashville.
In Nashville,
yeah,
okay. Well,
about 45 minutes out of Nashville.
My daughter, about 45 minutes? My daughter, looks like her house down there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Anyway, let's see. You sent me another picture. I'm going to be looking it up. But before we go there, tell me about your blog.
Okay, so with my first solo camping adventure, I decided that I would start a blog and start telling about my journeys, and that way maybe I can meet a bunch of cool people on the way that also like camping. So my website is karmaflowtrails.com. And Karmaflow comes from it CAR for Carrie, and then MA for Marie, and then FLOW for Flowers. So it's like my name.
Okay.
And then the wheelchair leaves trails, right? So
yeah.
And I'm trying to find trails.
That is so cool.
So that's it.
That is so cool. And talk about, okay, you just sent this to me during the commercial break. So this is
okay, that's my cooler tent.
Let me take.
It's a tent by Big Agnes, and actually I had a fellow teacher friend. He had messaged them about my journey or whatever and needing a better tent. They actually sent me this for free to try out, and now it's mine because it works perfectly. So I can pull my wheelchair in that covered area part where all my stuff is.
Yeah.
And so it's got a little spot, and then I've got my little sleeping place.
Neat idea.
It's an awesome tent. So that's the one. Me and Mom just went up to Kentucky, and we camped this summer, and so that was from that.
And I know I just met your mom before the show. We couldn't get her to come on, but I know she's been, your family, especially your mom, has been,
Oh yeah, totally.
have been so important in your life.
Yes, without them, I wouldn't be who I am at all.
Yeah, and it just that's a great story and all. Okay, we got a couple minutes left. You getting ready to go back out to Texas and teach school? What's your goals the next year or two? What are some things you want to do and all?
Okay, so I have a huge goal actually. I want to, right now I drive a little car, but I want to get a Subaru that can haul something. And I'm actually going and meeting a guy today, Tom Hayford, in Bonifay, and he builds teardrop campers. So I'm going to get me a teardrop camper.
No kidding.
And it's like a 2-year goal I have, because I'm going to talk to him, and I'm going to try to get donations and whatnot for that. And he's going to tell me the supplies he needs, and he's going to build it like for me. So.
Well, see, you're doing those things. Your story is an inspiration in itself and all. That's cool. How are your students? How do your students and all?
Oh, they're awesome, and they know about my blog. They know about all this, so we'll be watching your show.
Oh, cool.
And but they're awesome, and they think everything that I do is cool, and they want to help me with everything. So that's cool. I got a bunch of little helpers.
Well, you're just a little special little queen there.
Yeah.
Now, when you go, do you fly out of Texas or do you?
I drive.
You drive to Texas?
I drive it's about 11 hours. Because if I fly, I have to be carted everywhere, because I have to have hand controls, so I can't rent a car.
Yeah.
So I fly. I drive.
Yeah.
That way I can get around and do what I want to do.
Your dog go with you?
Yep. She lays in the back seat. She's a good car rider, not a good camper, but a car rider, she'll sit right in the back.
Well, I want to give you, talking about cars, I'm going to give you can't see, this is a Panhandle Outdoors decal.
Awesome.
Put on you when the people in Texas are going to say, what is that?
And look you up. I'll do it.
I want to thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Wish you the best and all. You going to stay in touch with us?
I will.
Send us some pictures and all.
Will do.
Send us a classroom picture too. When you get your classroom, do a selfie with your classroom, because we want to show folks. So you'll know she's part of our family now. She's been on the show, born and raised here, and out there in Texas teaching young people and all. So and overcoming an enormous challenge. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for watching Panhandle. That's what's special about the show. Special people, doing real things and all. Thank you all for watching the show. Do something good today for your fellow man. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.